It's now 4 league games without a win for Bayern, who slipped down to 4th, Jules. They lost the derby to Augsburg 1-0. Shout out to our friend Michael Stroll. Can we call it a crisis now?
Yeah, big time. And then on Sunday, they had to go to Oktoberfest, and you just had to look at Oliver Kahn's face and Julien Nagelsmann, who even said publicly, I don't want to go, but he had to go because it's the tradition. I mean, we've said before, the draw against Gladbach.
Oktoberfest in September? They always do this. I don't know, whatever.
We said some of the draws, the 3 draws before that defeat, were maybe not too worrying because they created so many chances and they just didn't take them. Or they faced a goalkeeper that was...
the first two. Stuttgart wasn't great.
Yeah, Stuttgart wasn't great. This was not great either. No, apart from Manuel Neuer header at the end, that was their best chance in the 95th minute or whatever. And that's Manuel Neuer coming for a corner to try to salvage a point. This was very poor in the intensity, in the way they play, what they did with the ball, and fair play to Augsburg.
And I think some of this is on Nagelsmann too, because if you play Upamecano and De Ligt together, you can't, with attacking fullbacks like Mazraoui and Davies, then you need to have a midfield that shields them, that helps them a little bit. Instead, I thought too often they were exposed. Now, Augsburg, Augsburg sat, I think they had like 20% possession, but when they broke, they just cut right through them.
They could have scored more goals than Joe
And at the other end, Sadio Mane, not looking as sharp as he should right now.
Youssoufa Moukoko comes on and scores the winner for Borussia Dortmund in the big derby against Schalke. Gab, can we say that Edin Terzic has turned the corner now?
Yeah, look, it's doom and gloom with all the injuries and some of the really bad performances, but I think they only lost 1 game all year. They're just behind Union Berlin in the Bundesliga. Moukoko came on, and if he can contribute this season, obviously he can be better than Modeste. But the big news for me is Schalke did nothing in this game. They had a million chances to score. Dortmund did. Look beyond the score. Between this and the performance at City, I think they're growing. It's not just producer Freddie harassing us anymore. Union Berlin leave us no choice, Jules. They are top of the Bundesliga with a 2-point lead after beating Wolfsburg 2-0 at the Alte Fürsterei.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the goals or the game even, the Becker goal was fun. I mean, his first touch is amazing. And the finish, they were very average, I thought, against Braga in midweek in Europe. And they lost that game. Funnily enough, they lost the 2 European game against Union Saint-Gilloise and Braga, but in the Bundesliga, they're just unplayable. I mean, Wolfsburg are not very good. I know that. And I
if they get knocked out and they can just focus on the Bundesliga.
Leicester, there's Leicester vibes. We said that before. Right? Freddie's happy.
Mine is, of course, the king-loving Thai billionaire. But
okay. And Claudio on the bench, but still,
Leipzig lose away to Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-0. Marco Rose beats one of his former Borussias, but not the other one, Jules.
No, you're right. And I think the up and down season continues. It's crazy how I don't think they were bad in that game. They just conceded an early goal to start with. Then there's a counter-attacking goal to Ram for Hoffmann again. And then after that, you're 2-0 down and it's already a struggle. And you have a lot of the ball, but they defend well. It's just one of those games. But it's crazy how you can go and win 3-0 against Dortmund, and then you lose that game. Then you play well against Real Madrid, you lose that game. It's just that we need some consistency. But Marco Rose is not a consistent manager.
No, but he's also just been there.
Yeah,
I'll be interested to see what he does, how he uses this break. Especially, I would expect him to hole up with a bunch of video and really assess what he has and how he wants these pieces to fit together, especially defensively.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.